tonight, so please excuse me. This is loud. Holy Toledo, this is good. How are you? Oh, I'm so happy to see you all. There's so many of you. Woo! That's fantastic. Okay, here's the deal. These clothes today are good. Do you have your checkbooks? Do you have your credit cards? Could be. Beautiful, beautiful clothes. But what I did today was, instead of talking about trends and confusing and frustrating a great number of you, I thought that I would really try to talk about body types, a few body issues, and really, when you do look at trends, how to actually translate them. That's the most important thing for me. And I have to say, I had a very easy time finding great clothes. The center is really tremendous, and it's very sophisticated. You have some of the most beautiful shoes and bags, and a lot of your separates and sportswear. They're really something. And our models are pretty fantastic, and they represent really every size, every shape. And there are two really good-looking guys in here. Are there any men today? Where? Stand up. What's your name? Lou, are you here alone? I beg your pardon, sir. One of the models is here. Your wife is here? Oh, I was going to introduce you to somebody if you were single. But I think it's Arlene, is that right? Oh, no, he doesn't need to meet anybody. She's quite gorgeous. But otherwise, I thought perhaps I could make a love connection here. Are there any other men? Are you the only man here? How are you? Where are you from? Charlottetown. Did you come with somebody? Is she with you? I don't believe you. Stand up. Are you together? No. What is coming? Okay, I don't understand. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the show. May I have my first group of models, please? Don't be shy. Be careful of the stairs. They're kind of scary. Lovely. Let's have a big hand. Robin, Jen, Mo, Daniel, and John Boy. And beautiful Arlene. Arlene belongs to this gentleman right here. Look, take a picture of us now, look. There you go. Good, good, good. All right, so the whole story about this, you just can separate a bit. No, lovely, beautiful. The whole point of the story, Robin, will you join me here for a moment, is to talk about color. A lot of color, particularly on the runways, so I think that maybe some of us are ready for it. And the good old Lynn Spence mixing of patterns. So this is what I want to talk about. So Robin is wearing a beautiful little outfit from a store called Dow's. It's the ladies department, you know it well, very, very elegant. And we have a great little sweater. What's nice about this one is that it has a shorter sleeve. I don't want you thinking that that should be worn with a bare arm. It doesn't look good, it's aging. So wear it over something longer, white shirt, or even a really neat knit dress. So what I'll show you here is that I took this beautiful little dress. I'll remove the cardigan. That cardigan has a great little leather belt, but you know what, girls, and the two gentlemen in the audience, you could replace that belt and do a black belt. You could do something that was nail head, you could do a taupe belt or a brown belt, okay? Great. Goody, I have one of these, that's lovely. And then I want to show you mix of pattern, all done for you. So there is the black panel on the sides, which gives you the slimming effect. Stripes go down the arm. There's quite a bit of embellishment right there with a nice V-neck. The pattern goes around the back also. Keep on turning, baby. Come on. There you go. Right down, but that again gives you a nice slim line in the rear end in the tushy. And then a fantastic little scarf that I found, and this one was from Fashion Access. Have you seen these with these? You have to take a bit of an entry an introductory university course to be able to wear it. But it really is kind of a, no, that's not right either. Here, I'll choke you before I get this right. But you see, it sort of goes like that. And that's just a first try. Kind of lovely, yes? Supposedly you can do 10 different things with it. You can put it around your arm, under your arm. You can use it as a tourniquet, all that stuff. Okay, anyway, please, go and show them. And I will tell you, plum legs, if you want to give yourself a little bit of color, plum or taupe rather than black or brown, and a fantastic shoe, and that one is from Uptown Shoes. And it's a really interesting, stronger little pump. Our next model is Mo. No, it isn't, it's Jen. Come, Mo, come. Jen, come to me, thank you. So Jen is wearing a great outfit again. We started with one of these great little wraps, and what I like about this is that it's a pumpkin-y red, it's not a pure red, and that replaces a coat for quite a long time until the snow really falls. Very, very nice to travel on an airplane with too, because it becomes your blanket. But what I like about this is that I've mixed some texture. So this is just a menswear inspired blazer, and it has just a very, very fine little Donegal plaid, and then there is a mix of almost a Donegal plaid again with a little bit of plain, and then all of these lovely little board detail panels, and that is that same pattern again, but with an extra little bit of plaid inserted in it. So there's a variance of plaid, but it all looks perfect together. They're certainly sold separately, but they do look nice. Now, to make it even more interesting, I found a great little shirt, and that, of course, has got lots of navy blues and reds and would look good with jeans. But I like the fact that the jabot sits right at the neck, and your collar should be up. This would be great with a pair of jeans, look great with a pair of black pants, gray trousers. But I think with the little board skirt, there's something nice and feminine and an alternative to what we think of as a suit. I've gone and done a black opaque type. Don't do a sheer type with this. Again, looks dated. And the shoe is amazing because it's a Mary Jane, which is very strong with a very interesting heel. So in all, it's really a very sophisticated, fun mix of pattern. And this is all from JC Clothing. Thank you very, very much. And of course, Uptown Shoes. Thank you. So Mo is next. And Mo is wearing a wonderful outfit from, this one is from Fashion Access. Fashion Access has changed, I think, quite a bit over the last little bit. Has become a more sophisticated, more youthful, and still has all of the great separates that every age group really, really wants and enjoys. But what I loved is that they've actually got separates that work together and that are a little bit different. So let's start with the skirt, which is just a big series of polka dots, not on white, but on pale, pale soft dove gray, with reds, blackened reds, and then black. And then I decided to mix it with a sweater that is, don't be shaking your heads. I need encouragement. I do not need this. This is not good. I feel all of it. I am incredibly sensitive. I am an artist. So there we go. I've done this, and how I work it, you're going to love this in the end, is that this dark black is repeated again in the black opaque leg. Long sleeve. Does anybody remember all the beautiful things that Sonia Raquiel used to do? No. Okay, fine. There you go. Scarf again with all the nail head pattern, kind of very, very fun, and then just a simple, beautiful, beautiful bag, crossbody. Can everybody see that over there too? And then a fantastic little suede booty also. Instead of, do you like, oh, you like that. Well, phew. Thank goodness. And Uptown Shoes in the bag are responsible for these two beautiful pieces. Thank you very, very much, Mo. Thank you. Daniel is wearing a great outfit from Casey Clothing, and there's no reason why the men in your life cannot be sophisticated and look really pulled together. So the pea jacket used to be always in navy blue or black, But I think that that Donegal tweed, that wonderful, wonderful asymmetrical stripe, makes it a little more interesting and a little bit more fashion forward. You know what? Get the collar up. He's walking out the door. Just tweak, tweak. And then there's nothing wrong with the man wearing a scarf. It gives you, again, a dimension, a bit of dimension, and it finishes off the neckline very, very nicely. All I did, ladies, was that I pulled it through that simple knot, the way that we do it ourselves, but it looks quite nice on the fellas. So now, what I've done is that I've decided to give him more texture and more pattern. So, horizontal stripe, quite nice on a guy, particularly when he's got a good little flat tumarama. This way, I've got an asymmetrical stripe running this way, and I've got a good vertical stripe running in my berry-colored, beautiful dress shirt. Tie, no tie, but definitely tied up, buttoned up close to the throat. So the shirt should fit quite properly. And then we want to solidify it. We want to anchor the whole thing. So this has a gray band, so a gray trouser looks beautiful. And then to mess your mind up a little bit, to go with a beautiful Dow's leather brogue in a luggage leather. That really makes it look rich and quite European. You are a very handsome man, you today. Thank you so much. Thank you. John. John and I haven't experienced the show before. Poor guy. Poor guy. I don't know, I'll try to be easy with you. So this is KC clothing, and this is for a fellow that does not want to be dapper, but he wants to be somebody who is very, very casual, but still really sort of feels the need to perhaps mix a little bit of color and a little bit of pattern. So this Icelandic, you know what this does? If your fella doesn't have a chest, he will have one now. It emphasizes, it's so beautiful. I think that there's something quite Ralph Lauren-ish about this, very outdoorsy. And then what I did was that I did a small check in the same color value and color combination in the shirt. The idea of buttoning up the collar keeps everything tight and makes it look a little bit more together. Instead of doing a dark blue jean, which would make it look probably a little bit more formal, that distressed jean is the perfect combination with this look. And then boots. Okay, I want you to know, all over Europe, all over Canada, we're rolling up our jeans. Men, women, children, grandmothers. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that's happening. So don't be, I've got guys rolling them up so you see the ankle bone, but that's too soon for here. That's just not right. But this in itself is pretty darn good. And then, of course, Roots does the darndest, toughest ankle boots. They're fantastic, and the overall look is absolutely handsome, as is this fella. Thank you very much. And our beautiful Arlene. So Arlene is wearing a great outfit. This one is also from KC Clothing. Okay, you stand over here. Silver hair. Silver hair to me is gorgeous, especially when it looks like this on that beautiful face. So KC Clothing, I thought that they just had a lot of casual things, but what I was very pleased to find out is they have some very sophisticated pieces, really quite fun. So this jacket, lightweight coat is absolutely great. Houndstooth, what I like about it is that it's not black and white. There is a chocolate brown in here, there's a beautiful lavender, and there is a great little off-white motif in this. And I think that the length also is beautiful because you could wear it with a slim skirt, skinny pants, a wider leg pant, a dress. Now the difference between wearing pure lavender and brown is very, very different because this is quite youthful. I decided that I would do a metallic scarf, which means that that might be enough to make it a bit dressier for an afternoon luncheon or even an early dinner. But we're going to remove this. I did it very simply. I styled it quite simply, and that is a great little gray t-shirt material, but a little thicker than that top, and then an almost mulberry brown with a fair bit of violet in this very, very fine hatch check trouser. The trouser is fairly slim It's not a wide leg, but it's not a straight or skinny leg. And then would you just show the girls your shoes? These fun, beautiful gray shoes from Uptown, which I absolutely adore. And of course, from Ladyfinger, a multitude of 2 colors of gray pearls. Pearls are huge and will always be, so it means that classics are still a wise buy. Thank you very, very much. And if you would take a walk down, say hi to your husband for you when you get down there.